Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2019 NASCAR GT Cup Series season opener at the Willow Springs International Raceway at Big Willow. The Big Willow version offers its own tricky corners and tricky challenges for these drivers. 12 different drivers from 3 different countries will be partaking in tonight's event. It's going to be a 60-minute endurance race. Starting up front on the pole position, you have Keith Ayers. And the green flag has been shown to these drivers. Even Steven leads the way. Octane right behind him. Apologist in third, side by side for the 4th and 5th positions. 2 by 2. They sorted it out for the most part. Millie in 6th and GTB running in 7th. Dustin McGee with the Dale Earnhardt paint job. Running in 4th in the Corvette. Oh, and he goes off course a little bit there. And a change for position. Timac now in 4th. He's got a challenge from his teammate at Team GTR going into turn 1. Keith Ayers right behind them. Top 3 beginning to march away a little bit. And 6 cars lined up single file now through the S-turn and now through the tight left-hander. Side by side for the 4th and 5th positions. Timac holds on for now. Well, all this is going on. Your leader is even Steven. Getting a challenge now from Octane. Oh, Octane found the dirt a little bit coming out of the final corner. Still has the draft. High above view now. There, my apologies. GTB moves into the 3rd position. He's got Bill Duvall right behind him in 4th in the number 21 Ford Mustang. The top 5 beginning to close in on each other. Octane has taken the lead from even Steven going into turn 2. 5-car breakaway here. You can see they're all running the very similar line through these corners. Oh, and Octane goes off-roading. He's going to lose the race lead to even Steven. GTB was able to get by. Octane stays in the 3rd position just in front of Bill Duvall. Steven looking real quick here at Willow Springs. GTB in the Nissan GTR. Approaching, he's going to look to the outside, heading into turn 1. He's going to take the race lead from Steven. And he had the preferred groove for the entry to turn 1, so he was able to put a little bit of distance in between himself and Steven. Turn 3, this winding right-hander, excuse me, turn 2 rather. Now they go into turn 3. It's a tight left. Top 5. All within a few car lengths of each other, side by side for the 4th position now. That's Bill Duvall trying to hold off Octane. Remember, Octane was the race leader not too long ago. Missed a corner, went off course, lost a few spots, but he's showing that he does have the speed to get up there and lead this race. He's seeing the dirt again here, this time in the final corner. There's a good look at Bill Duvall running in the 4th position, sporting the number 21 quick lane Ford Mustang. I'll tell you one thing, he's looking pretty quick right now, and he's found the quick lane. It's Steven right in front of him. We have a new race leader. Remember, just 2 laps ago, GTB took the race lead from Steven, and since then he's been able to drive away from Steven, but he's got company, that being the number 12 Ford Mustang driven by Keith Ayers. Now it's down to just a car length here in the final corner. This long swinging right-hander. And what was a 5-car battle for the lead, it's now become a 2-car battle for the lead. Keith looked to the inside there for turn 1. Didn't have the run that he was looking for, thought better of it, lifted a little bit. Now they're approaching a lapped car, that is Nate, running in the 11th position. He's going to go ahead and let the leaders go. He's been shown the blue flag. He pulls to the right and lets the top 4 go. In fact, he actually found the dirt a little bit. Keeping our eye on the battle for the lead. GTB and Keith have probably put more time into testing their cars on these tracks than any other driver, and it's really showing. They are 1-2 on the track, separated by no more than 3 car lengths. Now make it 2, make it 1. GTB got into the rumble strip on the inside of the final corner when you go to exit, and found the dirt a little bit as well. Keith closes the gap. The battle for the lead is heating up. All these drivers would love to win the 2019 NOSSCAR GT Cup Series season opener. Get some points, start the season off with some momentum for the next race. There's Apologist running in the 5th position. He's lost track a little bit with these drivers up here battling for the lead. And now he's got Timac 11 closing in. Timac running in the 6th position. Good look at 5th, 6th, and 7th there. Octane running in the 7th position, right behind these guys. There's Jamie Bunzel from Great Britain, running in the 8th position. He's laying down some fast lap times in the practice session. Number 18 Ford Mustang. Meanwhile, back up front, we just missed it actually. Keith went off course running in the 2nd position. He's going to lose 2 spots, drops him to the 4th position. So put Bill Duvall, his teammate, up into the 2nd position, and Steven, up to 3rd. Baker in 1st out of Great Britain. Comes out of the final corner with a full head of steam, trying to put enough distance in between himself and the runner-up car to break the draft and start to march away and pull away from these drivers. He's beginning to perhaps do just that. Bill Duvall about 8 car lengths behind. Baker taking these corners very well here at Willow Springs. Driving real smooth, looks like he's taking real good care of his tires. Finding speed as well, but he does have Bill Duvall closing in, and there's Dustin McGee, the number 3 Corvette, having problems here. He goes off course. The leaders got by clean. The action resumes at Willow Springs. Good battle for the lead up front. And he's there. He's looking to the inside. Baker kind of closed the door. Also had the right line exiting the final corner to get a good run through the exit there. Down the long straight. Caleb Bullis running in the 9th position gives way to the race leaders, lets them go, realizes what is at stake here. Battle for the lead, battle for the win perhaps. We are 14 minutes through today's race. The battle for the lead has settled down a little bit. There's a battle for 3rd brewing a little bit here between Keith in the 3rd position and Steven in 4th. Drivers taking the same line through the final turn. Final corner here at this racetrack. Very easy to make an error, especially on the exit. But if you can take that corner perfectly, there is a lot of speed and a lot of track time to be gained there. Battle for 5th is on. Octane in the 5th position, Timac in 6th. Timac looks to the outside, going into turn 1. Octane found the dirt on the bottom. They're still side by side. Oh, this is a great battle. They're still working. 32 in the 14. 2 different cars, 2 different race teams. Timac overdrove this turn. That allowed Octane to take the position back, but Timac has the preferred line through this turn. Octane holds on to 5th for the time being. There's Zabologist in 7th. He likes what he sees in front of him. If they keep battling side by side like this, Zabala just might be able to start closing in and battle with them as well. Locking him up a little bit there, heading into turn 3. His teammate Bill Duvall sticking with the race leader Greg Baker. Team GTR, Team Mustang, both well represented in this race. Team GTR running in the 1st and 6th positions. Team Mustang running in the 2nd and 3rd positions. Both teams having solid days in the season opener. The NOSSCAR GT Cup Series, hosted on Gran Turismo Sport on the PlayStation 4 console. Battle for the lead heating up again. Here comes Bill Duvall, 4 car lengths back. There's a good shot of all these drivers working through these turns. Battles all over the racetrack. We're going to keep our eye on the battle for the lead. See, to me, it looks like Bill Duvall is getting through the first 2 sectors of the racetrack better than your race leader, Greg Baker. But Baker seems to pull away through the final corners, final sector. Duvall had a great final turn there, and he was able to close the gap. Oh, Octane off course, coming out of the final corner. Here comes Timac in the 6th position, right behind him. These drivers about 35 seconds behind your race leaders. Timac takes the 5th position for now. Octane looks to the bottom. Oh, and he drifted up into Timac. It looked like Octane actually pulled over to the side to let the 32 Nissan GTR go by and take the 5th position. Staying right with him now. Oh, and Octane did not take the final right turn the way he wanted to. Goes off course through the dirt, and he's going to lose the draft with Timac. And now he's got a Bologist in the 7th position, closing in now. And that's going to be a battle for 6th. There's a lot going on here. Up front, the battle for the lead. It was down to less than a car length. Duvall was right there, and he's still there. He's pulling to the right. He's going to be on the outside, heading into turn 1. Couldn't quite pull alongside him. Heading into turn 1, both drivers took it clean. Both appear to be the class of the field. Although we should mention that Keith Ayers has laid down the fastest lap time of the race with a 1:10. The other drivers running low 1:11s, but have shown tremendous consistency. And now Duval closing in. They go into the final corner. Owen Baker slips a little bit. He gets the run out of the exit there that he needed to stay in front of that Ford Mustang. Baker, and that's what he needed. He put some distance in between himself and Duval. Duval shoots in to turn 4 there, looking to gain some ground. Coming up on lap traffic, Dustin McGee gives way to the race leaders. Goes a second lap down. Currently scored in the 9th position. 10 cars left on the racetrack. 12 drivers entered the event. Ball is hanging right there with Baker, just can't seem to get alongside him and make a move. When he does get right to the back bumper, right to the spoiler of Greg Baker. Even Steven running in the 4th position. Second quickest lap time of the race. Kind of running on his own at this point. Sometimes that's something that helps you here in these races, free of traffic. Dustin McGee, the number 3 Corvette off course, just in front of Keith Ayers. He's being shown the blue flag, and Keith is able to get by safely. That happened over there in turn 3. Tight left-hand turn, and a tight right, a double right. Both very easy to overdrive. Meanwhile, back up front, Bill Duval not letting Greg Baker in the Nissan GTR get away. He's been keeping a healthy gap in between himself and the race leader. Just can't seem to get enough of a momentum run out of any of these corners to pull alongside Baker in the number 86 GTR. It's been one heck of a battle. It's been fun to watch. The 21 Ford Mustang 86 Nissan GTR. go at it for the lead. Two drivers from two different teams, from two different countries, putting on a tremendous driving display here in Gran Turismo Sport on the PlayStation 4 console. Been battling for the race lead now for well over 15 laps here at Willow Springs International Raceway, the Big Willow. 26 minutes into the event, approaching the halfway mark here in the 60-minute endurance race in the NASCAR GT Cup Series. Round 1 of 20 here in the 2019 season. For more information, head over to NOSSCAR.com/GT Cup Series. Race schedule, point standings, rules and regulations, and information on how to sign up and become a driver. And Bill's able to stay right there with the race leader through those corners. Just can't seem to get a good enough launch down the straightaway before the final right-hand turn, and that's something that you need in order to make something happen out of the exit of the final turn, because it looks like Greg Baker is just too strong to get alongside and make a move exiting the final corner. And now Bill Duvall goes down pit road. Evidently some sort of strategy is involved. Back on the race course now, remains in the second position. Keith on pit road as well. Ford Mustang. Both drivers made pit stops. Maybe a team strategy for Team Mustang. Both drivers remain in the second and third positions. No positions lost, just track time. But we'll see if these fresh tires make a difference for these drivers. We have a new race leader. Greg Baker comes out of the pits in the second position. That one extra lap of having fresh tires has put Bill Duvall out front of Greg Baker. He's showing the way here at Willow Springs International Raceway, and we have reached the halfway mark of the 60-minute endurance race. This race has seen 5 different race leaders. Oh, and there's another lead change, and we see a crossover move exiting turn 1. Bill Duvall takes the lead back from Greg Baker. This is great action here. Mustang versus GTR. Owen Baker looks to the inside, going into turn 3. He takes the lead back. Duvall stays in the preferred groove for turn 4. Side by side again. Baker off course, surrenders the spot for now. Falls a couple of car lengths behind Duvall. when the action is heating up for the win. So not so sure that these drivers are going to be making another pit stop in this race. This might be a one pit stop strategy to the end. I thought that the Team Mustang cars hit it a little soon, and that might have even forced the other cars to make a pit stop. To keep up with them having the fresh tires sooner, them being stuck on worn old tires. The cards have been dealt, and like I said, I don't think they're coming down to take tires again. So they have what they have, and so Bill Duvall needs to begin putting some distance in between himself and Greg Baker. And if he can do that, he might be able to win this race. But as you can see, Baker is still right behind him in the second position, not letting him get away. Only a couple of car lengths separate the top two drivers in the 2019 NASCAR GT Cup Series season opener here at Willow Springs International Raceway. Twelve drivers from 3 different countries entered the event, and 15 drivers have already placed their name on the entry list for round 2 of the 2019 season, and full action from that race will be brought to you next Saturday, so make sure you hit the subscribe button to catch all the 2019 NASCAR GT Cup Series action. Pardon me. Oh, there was a pair of cars off course just in front of your race leaders. Looked like Dustin McGee in the 3 was one of them. Octane in the 6th position is the last car on the lead lap at this time. Race leader's about half the distance of the straightaway, the start-finish line straightaway, away from the back bumper of Octane. Flag being shown to Octane. He's going to have to let the leaders go when they catch him. It's the number 21 Ford Mustang driven by Bill Duvall out front, leading the way at Willow Springs International Raceway. Tremendous driving display from both of the top two. See that Bill Duvall took that corner through turn 2 a little bit differently than Baker. Overdrove the entry, it would have appeared anyways, had to lift through the center of the turn, and then was able to accelerate hard on exit. Baker enters the corner a little slower and then gets back to the throttle sooner. They both were able to get around Octane. This leaves 5 cars running on the lead lap at this time, but again, this is a 60-minute endurance race. We're estimating that these drivers will complete about 48, 47, maybe 48 laps in this event in total. Battle for the lead. They're side by side going into turn 1. Greg Baker on the outside now. He's going to be on the inside for turn 2. He makes the move. And he's putting on his signal for the headlights. He's got the lead. But now Duval looks to the inside through turn 4. They've got Octane right behind them. First car 1 lap down in the 6th position. He's just going to follow, it looks like. And now just because Greg Baker has now made the pass and taken the race lead, this does not mean it's all over. There's a whole lot of driving left to do in this race. Bill Duval just needs to stay right there with him. He's got a good run through the final corner. He's going to exit the corner looking to the inside. It's going to be the outside for turn 1. Greg Baker shut the door, so Bill looks to the inside. He almost made it work. He's got to tuck back in line behind the Nissan GTR. Working their way through 3 and 4 now. A little bit of a wiggle. And a Bill Duval drops a couple of car lengths behind your race leader. He's still right there. Looks to the inside, exiting turn 4, heading into the oddly shaped S turn before the straightaway that leads them to the final right-hand turn. Wasn't able to make the move. Still right there with the race leader, Greg Baker. We're approaching the 40-minute mark of the 60-minute endurance race. Baker takes the corner perfectly, keeps a good, healthy gap between himself and Bill Duval. Keith running in the 3rd position. Remember, he's the driver that laid down the fastest time in this race. Been a good points day to start the season for Keith so far, because unless somebody breaks that lap time, he's going to get the bonus point for that. Baker playing defense. He's got a Ford Mustang right behind him. Bill Duval looks to the outside. He's side by side with them going into turn 1. Had to lift for the corner. Now tucks to the outside for turn 2. Oh, and Octane goes off the course there. No longer following in the shadows of the 2 leaders. Nevertheless, he's still shown some good speed here in today's race. Not the finish he was looking for, but nevertheless, the speed was there. Tell you where else the speed is. It's under the hood of the Nissan GTR leading the race. Greg Baker is able to hold off a hard-charging Ford Mustang driven by Bill Duvall. Oh, and Bill looks to the inside, takes the race lead, coming out of the final corner with a 2 or 3 car length gap in between himself and Baker. He'll lead this lap. That was a power move. That might be the pass of the race, right there. Oh man. Oh, and there's a car off course just in front of the race leaders. It's Caleb Mullis in the 8th position. He'll get back on course. Drops a second lap. I've been impressed all race long with the driving of these 2 guys right here. Bill Duvall, Greg Baker, first and second. Baker now looking to the inside. See, the outside line when you exit the final turn can really give you a good boost of momentum down the straightaway. And now Greg Baker looks to the inside. He's looking to take the race lead back. He's going to be on the outside for turn 2. Oh, Bill Duvall got into the dirt a little bit, but he still keeps the Ford Mustang tucked down underneath the Nissan GTR. He's going to be on the outside for turn 3. Definitely not the place where you want to be. Tries the crossover move. Couldn't quite make the pass. So we have a new race leader, put Greg Baker in the Nissan GTR back out front. These drivers have swapped the race lead a number of times in this event, and they may not be done. Pardon me. Yeah, they may not be done because Bill Duvall is still right there with Greg Baker. Approaching the 45-minute mark of the race. We've seen both of these drivers overdrive a couple of corners here and there when they've taken the race lead, doing everything that they can to put distance in between themselves and the other. And we saw Baker get into the dirt a little bit, exiting the final corner, and he's been by far the quickest car through that long, winding right-hand turn all race long, and now we finally see him make an error over there. And he might have dirt on his tires. Bill Duvall takes the lead back, exiting turn 4. 21 Mustang back out front. Baker gets into the dirt again. It looked like he was just trying to stay away from making contact there with Bill Duvall. Like I said, Ford Mustang back out front. Keith running in the third position, still actually closing in on the front two cars. He was able to clear Dustin McGee. He's got to deal with Octane before he's able to have a clear racetrack between himself and the top two. About 16 seconds behind your race leader. But he's gained about 2.5 or 3 seconds in the last 4 laps. Oh, and right when I mention this, Keith goes off course and hard into the outside wall, and he's behind the barrier there. I think there's an opening at the end of it. Oh, and that is a tough break for Keith. He's going to lose all sorts of track time for this. He goes down pit road. He might lose the third position to even Steven. Some paint is missing on that race car for sure. They're going to refuel the car, and he's on his way. Oh, and he came out of the pits right in front of Caleb Mullis, and off goes Keith and Caleb into the dirt. Oh, that wasn't good. And he did not lose the third position to even Steven. But even Steven now just under 5 seconds behind Keith Ayers. Battle for the lead still heating up. Greg Baker back out front in the Nissan GTR. And these drivers are both approaching Timac 11, who runs in the 5th position. To put him 1 lap down. Got a little bit tail happy exiting the final corner. Coming to the start-finish line now. He's about 3 car lengths behind your race leader, and it's growing. Greg Baker, that might be the break that Greg Baker needed to break the threshold to get away from the runner-up car and break the draft. It's been a powerful thing, especially on the 2 straightaways here at Willow Springs. Timac being shown the blue flag to let the leaders go, as well as Apologist in the 7th position. Apologist about to go 2 laps down. Tyler McMurder in the 5th position, gonna go 1 lap down. To his teammate Greg Baker running in the lead. Team GTR running in 1st and 5th. Team Mustang running in 2nd and 3rd. There was talk throughout the preseason test sessions that these 2 teams were going to be the powerhouse teams to deal with throughout the season. And then just earlier today, Team Subaru announced that they were going to sign a couple of drivers. They will be back in action with 3 drivers for round 2 of the 2019 season next weekend. Tune in Saturdays here on the NOSSCAR Series Racing YouTube channel to catch all the action. Baker has caught McMurder in the 5th position. The blue flag is waving. his teammate, and he's able to pull away from Bill Duvall a little bit. Some teamwork being shown here. Now it looks like Tyler's going to let these two go by on the outside heading into turn one. He stayed low, let them both go. Classy move. Flagman can now put the blue flag down. But it's really not over. Bill Duvall still close enough to sniff that draft from Greg Baker. Oh, and Greg Baker made a big mistake there going through turn 6, and now he's got Bill Duvall all over the back bumper, and they're going to go into the final turn, bumper to bumper. They both go high for the exit of the final turn, looking for a big run of momentum. Dustin McGee got into the dirt just in front of him. They're able to get around him. These two drivers have been evenly matched throughout the event, and we're down to under 10 minutes to go in the race. It's all or nothing at this point. You gotta drive it like you stole it if you want to win here at Willow Springs International Raceway to beat either one of these drivers. Race teams, two different cars, two different countries. Who's going to win at Willow Springs International? Start the season off with a win. Bill was able to drive a whole lot quicker through the exit of the final corner, and he pulls to the outside going into turn 1, or does he? Looked like he had a big run of momentum. He's there. Different lines through turn 2. Now through the tricky turn 3 and 4. And 5. Oh, and so easy to go off course a little bit. Right side tires of Greg Baker. Found the dirt a little bit there. Down the straightaway coming to the final corner. Baker went low through the entry of the corner to protect the lead, protect the bottom. But that's going to allow Bill Duvall to get a good run through the exit. Greg Baker's left side tires into the dirt. Under 5 minutes to go. Number 21 Ford Mustang. Number 86 Nissan GTR. Less than 2 car lengths separate the two. Both drivers would love to start the season with a win. A little bit of a slip for Baker. Duvall closes the gap. He's there. Looking to the inside, exiting 5. Going into turn 6. Couldn't quite get alongside him, and we've seen that a lot in this race. He's been able to keep pace with Baker all race long, just can't seem to get alongside the Nissan GTR. Oh, he's got a shot here. He drove it in deep, trying to get to the inside of Greg Baker. Couldn't quite do it. Coming to the start-finish line. Old Baker through the block a little bit going into turn 2. Also tried to get the preferred groove for corner entry. Duvall looks to the bottom. Tyler McMurder closing in on the 2 leaders. Oh, and looked like the 21 of Bill Duvall found the dirt exiting turn 4. Excuse me, 5. Oh, and they were nearly side by side. Bill Duvall trying to get to the inside, heading into the final turn. All over the back bumper of Greg Baker. Duvall takes a higher line for the exit of the final turn. Swings down to the inside. Baker found the dirt again coming out of the final turn. He's definitely driving as hard as he can. He's trying to keep Bill Duvall behind him. Under 3 minutes to go. Both drivers found the dirt. And Duvall looks to the inside. Oh, and he was there. He kind of got pinched a little bit, and he found the dirt as well. Timac's got the best seat in the house. He's watching the battle for the win right in front of him. Saw Baker trying to go to the inside to break the draft. He was able to do just that. And this is the final lap of the race. Greg Baker trying to hold on. The 60-minute clock has expired, folks. So this is the last lap. Tyler McMurder in the 5th position is closing in on Even Steven. Even Steven just in front of your 2 race leaders. 2 different battles for position are happening right now, but the one we're all watching is the one for the win here in the 2019 season opener. Duvall 2 car lengths behind, 3 car lengths behind, heading into the final turn. Dustin McGee was off course. Coming around to exit the final corner. It's going to be Greg Baker getting the draft from Even Steven in front of him, holding on by a couple of car lengths to win. Here at Willow Springs International Raceway, he kicks off the 2019 season in victory lane. Amazing performance by Greg Baker. Greg Baker out of Great Britain, Team GTR, wins at Willow Springs International Raceway. Bill Duvall in 2nd. Keith finishes in 3rd. Coming around to finish the race right now. Even Steven finishes in 4th, the first car 1 lap down. Timac 11th. Finishes in 5th, Octane in 6th, the Bologist in 7th, Caleb Mullis in 8th, Dustin McGee in 9th, Nate rounds out the top 10. 12 drivers from 3 countries entered the race, and we have 15 drivers on the entry list for round number 2 next Saturday, so join us next Saturday for round 2 of the 2019 NOSSCAR GT Cup Series. right here on the NOSSCAR YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, search NOSSCAR on social media such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you'll find our profiles. Head over to NOSSCAR.com, scroll to the bottom of the homepage to find details on how to sign up and become a driver. And until next time, we're saying so long and stay fast.